Hello. You'll have to, that's a little bit better. You'll have to forgive the poor lighting on this video. I am in my living room and it's 6 o'clock in the morning and it is day three. Day three. And on day three, I'm having to check what day it is because that's how off track and busy the past couple of days have been. But I'm here to give you guys an update on my December daily prompts. Actually, I'm calling it December mostly these days because it's not really going to be daily. And I kind of knew that it wasn't going to be daily. So I'm going to give you an update. So on day one, I talked about how my approach to documenting December was going to be low-key, low stress, and kind of take it as it is. And I had a plan. Where's my plan? Oh dear, this is not turning out well. I do have a plan. Finding your plan is a very important part of planning. So I have a plan, and this is on my Facebook group if you're interested in this little PDF. It's nothing fancy, you really don't need it. But what it does is it gives me a little place that I can keep track of all the things that I'm trying to do for the month of December on a regular basis. So I've got a place for me to track the fact that I'm doing mindfulness every day, and I have done it every day. I haven't checked it off for yesterday, but I did do it. And I'm being grateful every day, and I'm writing down, and I was grateful yesterday, I just didn't write it down. I know what I'm gonna write there. And I am checking in with my habits, and trust me, I have not been perfectionistic in the past couple of days. The past couple of days have been all about letting go and just going with the flow and doing what happens. And then my prompt topic. So for the first day, it was pare it down. You can check out that video if you're interested. What is going on with the exposure? You know what? I think this elf is putting it off. That's better actually. There, you can see me and my TV a little bit better than you can see me and the elf. Okay, perfect. So my yoga mat, you can see that, and probably lots of dust bunnies. So yeah, that's the way life is. Look, this is why I don't vlog. People have asked me, are you ever gonna vlog? No, this is the nightmare that it would be. So the plan was that this video was going to be posted yesterday, and I was going to be sitting next to my beautifully lit Christmas tree, which is not there in the corner, and I was going to talk about Christmas tree lights, or just lights in general, and I have a couple of words to say about that. So then yesterday didn't really go as planned, and I found myself stressing about not only the fact that I didn't do the things on my list that I wanted to do, but also I found myself stressing about the fact that I didn't get the prompt video up. My plan was to get up early and the tree would have already been decorated and lit, and I would sit down and do something kind of like this. It would be poorly lit, but that would be okay because there'd be a really pretty Christmas tree and you guys wouldn't even see me because you'd be distracted by my beautiful, gorgeous Christmas tree. The truth is that I didn't get my Christmas tree up on the 1st as planned. So you can use your imaginations and picture me sitting beside my beautiful Christmas tree. Would be right around here in the frame. I'd be pointing over there, and I'd be sitting here talking about how wonderful it is to look at these beautiful Christmas lights. Instead, I'm sitting here next to the only lights that I have that are already lit in my whole entire house are these Hotline Bling lights with my elf from a couple of days, because even Elvin has gotten behind schedule and has been stuck on the same trick for the past 3 days. So this gives me an opportunity to talk about best laid plans. So a plan is supposed to give you more structure and some focus to be able to carry out a goal more efficiently. The problem is that you can't plan for everything. And so when we try to adhere to a plan too rigidly, our efficiency goes down and our stress levels go way up. So the tree didn't get done on the 1st. And that's okay. It'll get done by the 24th, and that's all that really matters. And do you know why we didn't get it done on the 24th? Because we came home from Wee Day so inspired to change the world that we had a big meeting on the 1st of December, a big family meeting on the 1st of December, where we talked about, excuse the cat butt, where we talked about how we as a family can make an impact on the world on a local national and global level. And even though that meeting had nothing at all to do with trees or lights or the kinds of gifts that you wrap in paper, it's actually much more in line with the spirit of Christmas than putting up a Christmas tree would have been anyways. And so I'm giving myself a break. And you know what? Even if the tree didn't get put up for such altruistic reasons, it's okay. It'll be up by the 24th. So let's talk about lights, which was the prompt for day 2. Christmas lights, whether they're a beautiful Christmas tree that isn't here right now, or if they are on your house, or if you go out driving around looking at Christmas lights, or if you're shopping and there are lights everywhere. What the prompt for day 2 involves is paying attention to how pretty and calming Christmas lights can be and really taking them in. It's more about, even in, you know, this, which is kind of a funny application of lights, it's not really meant to be a seriously pretty light. I can still kind of look at the lights and enjoy, you know, the way that the elf falls off. This is so not going as planned. So what I'm trying to say is just enjoy lights today and scrapbook about lights today. Oh my. And when you're doing it, you can just talk about how pretty the lights are, or you can talk about what light represents to you. Maybe it's connected to a part of your spiritual practice of Christmas holidays, or maybe it represents the light of giving, or maybe it represents connecting with family members, or hope, or inspiration, or joy, or peace. Whatever lights represent to you, I would like you to think about that and enjoy lights today and scrapbook about lights in any way. And that's what I'll be doing when I scrapbook, probably not until tomorrow now. Today's prompt is baking and food preparation. And I put this in early December and on a weekend because I thought this would be probably the weekend that I would do some baking. I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to get any baking done this weekend, but because it's in my prompts, I'm going to make an effort to get some baking done. Probably not until tomorrow now, because we have a lot of errands and running around to do today. Scott is off in a different town today doing a fundraiser photography shoot. So I may not get to bake today, but I will bake tomorrow if I don't bake today. I'm not a great baker, and so baking is something that I do to spend time with my kids more than anything else. The thing that I wanted to focus on with baking was to tie baking into the mindfulness activity. So what I plan to do when I bake tomorrow is to be mindful of the whole process. So be mindful of the way the dough feels in my hands, and really take in all of the smells and the sounds of the measuring cups clinking, and really savor all those little bites of samples that you take along the way, and really experience baking. And that will be my slow it down moment for tomorrow as well. Just kind of slow it down and savor the flavors of the holiday as I'm baking tomorrow. So to everybody who's following along, I hope that you enjoy this crazy weird version of a prompt video. They're not always going to be like this. I actually do have a plan of how I'm going to be giving some prompts. They're going to be just kind of casual little videos that are going to talk about what I'm going to be focusing on for the day, and then there will be a follow-up video after every few prompt videos. There will be a process video that will show how I'm capturing the memories from the prompts that were preceding it. So that's how I think it's going to go. And yeah, it's going to be pretty loose like this because that's the way life is. And you know that thing about the best laid plans, you just have to roll with it sometimes. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a scrappy, happy day. And I'll be back in a couple of days with a process video that will show what I've done so far with these prompts.